Well, here's some of our boys for people who are interested in looking at our sheep. We have some British bloodlines. So as you can see, this guy's got more British in him. Max, stay away from there. So he's got, we always keep that length in the body, but the British sheep in general tend to have that bigger bone, like this guy does. This guy is just a year old, and they have shorter legs, and they tend to carry a lot more muscle, which is why we have them. We cross them to get a medium, which we would consider Gladiator, who's right behind them. Long sheep too, good big bone on them, but not as big a bone as that little guy there. Max! So Arnie's trying to struggle with the ram to show him off, and he's just not cooperating. But they never do when you... There he is. So that's Hannibal. He was supposed to go to another farm, but the people backed out. So we decided, you know, we're going to keep him, use him this year. And he's a nice boy. We would put him on some of our taller, more slender ewes to create that more medium type sheep like this guy. And if we had someone who is a lot... There he is at the front. Now this Geronimo, he'd be just 2 now. So, again, he would be what we call a Canadian Suffolk. We decided to call them Canadians, even though it's not actually a breed. Only because we have the taller American type and we have the shorter British type. And we are trying to breed for this medium yet husky high capacity sheep, and you only do that by crossing the two together. And that's why we thought, when people ask us what type of sheep do you have, what type, we figured Canadian was the easy answer, because they are not British and they're not American. They are a blend between the two. So this guy's 2. And when you're talking about conformation, you can see he has a big wide chest spread between his legs. His legs are coming straight down off his shoulders if you'd sit still. There we go. He's not a show sheep, this guy, so he's not used to this. He's got show with the depth there, point where we're looking for depth. So you see how from there where his hand is up to the top of his shoulder, it's steep. It's not, some sheep it pulls up at the armpit. He's got pretty straight back. He's got that good testicles, which is something you're supposed to look for. His legs, he's not down on his pasterns. He's got that little hook on his elbows here. See? It just curves a little bit and then it comes straight down. That's what you want. You don't want this to come straight down like the front leg. If it does, that's called post-legged. And if this leg was going forward a bit, that would be called sickle leg. You don't want that either.
His loin is, I bet his loin is 10 inches, around 10 inches. Right there.
So Arnie is a massive guy with massive hands, so if he puts his hand flat, you can see that that's a big loin on him. He's got good muscling, good width between his back legs, good even testicles. As for type, he's got that too. He's got the little, it goes black hair to a line and it starts into the wool with no black in the wool. And the ears have a little flick on the tip. That's a British thing.
Bell.
That you want. It's called a bell ear. So Suffolks, when they walk in the field, they're supposed to look like they're flying off, because those ears go back and forth. And this guy's a lamb. Oh, and there's Scotty under there. Scotty is the sheep's very, very best friend. Hey, Scotty, is that a good spot? He's our only barn cat, but he just loves the sheep and vice versa. Then we go to the Dorsets, and we do find that even though the breeds are all living together here, the whites, you see that white group, and then the black group, they tend to hang together. I don't know why. Good genetics pass on, and good disposition does too. We're never afraid to bring people in to have a look at rams when they're buying rams. Well-behaved bunch of boys. There's another one of our British rams. The Hemi. If you're gonna have width, you also need that length. And these boys have it. And he's just a youngster. That's actually his dad right there. I think the lambs are an improvement over the dad. Not you. That's the dad here. There. Off to pasture, maybe. Bye, guys.